All right, folks, it's that time again. We've got an Atlas unboxing coming at you right now on Eric's Trains. Okay, so we've got 3 boxes filled with new arrivals from Atlas. I know there's an engine in this box. I believe there's passenger cars in this box, and we've got some freight cars in this box. So we'll start with the small box and work our way up. Now, for today's unboxing from my knife collection, we'll be using this guy. This is the Victorinox Hunter XS. This is the smaller, lighter version of their Hunter XT model. It has a one-handed opening blade, and we'll be using this to get into these boxes. So let's get started. It's always a fun day when I look out the door and there's Atlas boxes on the front step. Lots of packing peanuts. Looks like we got 3 cars in here. We got some pretty cars here. So up on top, we've got the Texas Mexican Railway Atlaso Premier PS5344 boxcar, Texas Mexican Railway number 3123, item number 3001861-3. Now these do have the honeycomb style box, so these are XMTH models. Although it's been a few years now, so I think it's safe to call these Atlas models. They've had this stuff for quite a while now. Alright, look at that. That is a pretty looking boxcar. Opening doors. That is a nice looking car. Very attractive paint scheme. Now I know why I ordered it. Looks great. All right, next we've got a Georgia Pacific car. Atlaso Premier 55-foot all-door boxcar, Georgia Pacific number 4528, item number 3001795-1. Now I've got a few of these MTH and now Atlas all-door boxcars. They are beautiful, and that's why I ordered 2 more. Yeah, that is a beautiful car. Now, the cool thing about these all-door boxcars is that every panel is an opening door on each side. So you can kind of move the doors around a little bit, almost like a Rubik's Cube or something. So watch this. I can take this panel, slide it in like that, and then slide this panel over like that and switch them around. And I can do the same over here. I can pop that door in, move this door out, switch them around like that. Pretty cool. And you can do the same thing on the other side. Kind of switch the door panels around a little bit. Reminds me of one of those little, not a Rubik's Cube really, but one of those little sliding puzzle games with the little squares that slide around. Kind of reminds me of that. But the goal is to have access to the entire car. I wonder if we can slide it that way. Now, there are limits to where you can slide them, but it's pretty cool. So you can kind of get the doors all, all turned around. But yeah, the goal is to have access to the entire car, easy access. You know, being Georgia Pacific, they probably use these cars for paper products, stuff like that. Drywall, other building materials. Pretty cool though. It's kind of like a train car that doubles as a fun fidget toy. And of course I like them so much that I got a second one in this order. Same thing, 55-foot all-door boxcar, Macmillan Blodell, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, number 20192, item number 3001798-2. And by the way, Atlas usually does a couple road numbers for each car, and so that's why the other one was -1, this one is -2, because there's another one that's -1 that's a different road number. There we go. Boy, that is beautiful. I love that. I'm so glad I ordered this one. As most of you guys know, I usually order stuff based on how it looks. I like things to be attractive and different and unique, and this is so cool looking. I love it. And again, you've got those doors that double as the fidget toy. Pretty cool. All right, next box. I believe this has some passenger cars in here. Might have two. I think it's got two passenger cars in here, but we'll find out. Or maybe three. I could probably fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool with all the packing peanuts I've seen over the years. All right, so in this box, we've got an Atlas Premier XMTH, Madison Heavyweight, Central of New Jersey, RPO number 61, item number 3001767. And then here we've got a two-pack. Atlas Premier, Madison Heavyweight, Central of New Jersey, Combine and Diner, item number 3001766B. Now, I got these Central of New Jersey cars because I've got some Central of New Jersey motive power, some steam engines that don't have passenger cars. And so this was meant to remedy that situation. And I might have ordered, I think I ordered one or two more, but those aren't in here. Here are these scale mounting pads if you want to put scale couplers on these things. Oh yeah, that is a beautiful RPO car. Wow. 6-wheel trucks. Nice underframe detailing. Opening doors. That's nice. Does the mail hook move? Yep, it does. So the way these work, these mail cars, they would come by at speed and they would extend this hook and it would catch a waiting bag of mail that they would put on a hook at the station. And that way they could grab the mail without necessarily stopping at the station. And then they would sort the mail en route. All right, so we've got a Combine and a dining car in here. There's that Combine car. Again, very nicely done. Got passengers in there. Added bonus. Yeah, nothing to complain about here. This is beautiful. I love it. And then here we have our diner car. And there it is. Got some folks in there dining. That's pretty cool. That I don't know if you can see it, but they got a waiter in there. They've got someone who looks like he might be reading a menu or something, or a book or something. And they've got someone who looks like they're sipping tea or something. Wow. It's really nicely done. There's another waiter over there. It looks great. Can't wait to see what these things look like lit up. They do have interior illumination, of course. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I love it. And now we come to the main event, the engine. So, being Atlas, you know it's almost assuredly a diesel because they already released the 280 they did. They actually just announced they're going to rerun the 280 again in some new road names. And they've actually made some improvements to the 280 over the first release. Pretty cool. They just dropped a new catalog a few days ago. All right, so what do we have here? Atlas O Premier U30C locomotive, Sioux line number 802, item number 301-38506. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. That is a gorgeous locomotive. I love the Sioux Line paint scheme. Now, I chose this for a very specific reason. I already have an MTH Sioux Line transfer diesel from some years ago, and this will run perfectly alongside of it, so it'll be fun to run the two of them together. I've never had any other Sioux Line diesels to run that transfer diesel with. All right, so I'm going to end this video by putting this stuff on the layout and taking it for a quick spin. I may do a full video on this Sioux Line U30C in the near future, but for now, that's going to do it. Enjoy the ride. I'm Eric Siegel. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. discuss this model or any other O-gauge model, or just to talk trains in general, check out the OGR online forum at ogrforum.com.